With the recent announcement of Bleach Rebirth of Souls finally coming out after 13 years of no Bleach game, us anime fans have been waiting for any little scrap of footage or any teasers for the new upcoming game, whether it be footage or a release date. Whoa, just about an hour ago, we finally got some new footage. Although it's short, it's still crazy. And I'm going to cover that and some more here right now. So like and subscribe, I'm your boy Kaizen, and let's get into it. Also, some little other stuff got revealed, such as the V-jump scans, and also an image of the HUD during the gameplay. And I'll also cover that in this video. So I'll just play the clip for you real quick. Okay, so you should have seen the clip just then, and I'll just go through it real quick and what I thought of it. So firstly, obviously in big writing you can see it says Bleach 20th project, and of course that's referring to the Bleach anime anniversary being this year in October. That's October 2024, which also happens to be the release date for Bleach TYBW Core 3. Now at first I was a little confused by this because yes, I'm obviously super excited for the anime, like I'm counting down the days, but we're talking about the game here, and there is no way that this game is coming out this October, like no chance. Firstly because Sparking Zero is coming out, and secondly it's too last minute if they were to give us the release date now and it says it's coming out in October. It's just way too last minute. Especially when we barely have any information regarding the game. We only have one trailer and it barely showed any gameplay. Although we do have more gameplay now and I'm going to cover that here. So what could the whole 20th project, and also while they're showing the footage they show like 2007, it shows a scene from Bleach, and then 2011 and so on and so on. What could they be talking about? Well, there was a narrator speaking in Japanese, and by the way I'm saying this straight from the raw footage, I don't have any translations or anything like that, but they could be talking about the music playing in the background. I don't know if that's music from the 2000s that was in the old Bleach episodes that they're bringing back for this game. It could be something to do with that and they're doing that for the 20th anniversary. Or they could be suggesting that we're going to get huge revelations for this game during the 20th anniversary to help celebrate the 20th anniversary on top of the new anime season. I could see that being the case because yes, that's the perfect time to hype up the game because of the anime, and more eyes will be on the show and on the game. And then yeah, there will be more build up for the game when that comes out, probably in 2025. Now moving on from that, it does say coming soon, and then it goes on to some new gameplay footage which is insane. Like they just casually dropping footage right here. So firstly we see Ichigo versus Renji, and it's pretty crazy because it shows Ichigo versus Renji having a normal fight, and we do have a better scope of the gameplay now, so it is a more condensed arena map compared to like Sparking Zero and so on. Maybe closer to the Storm series sort of, and maybe the Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles series in terms of how the arenas work and how spacious they are. In this case more condensed and like a circular movement, like you can move around each other but you won't get far from each other. More than likely during every match you'll be standing like quite close up with your opponent, only being able to move around them. And yeah, what I found interesting and really cool actually was, it seems like this is, in my opinion, story mode footage because it shows Ichigo vs Renji, and yeah, they fight around like episode 16 of the anime, and it does seem to be in the human mode at nighttime, which is when that fight takes place in the show. If you know, you know. I should put a screenshot on screen now. But then when Ichigo activates his Bankai, it seems, which I was like, what? He doesn't have Bankai at that point. It transitions into Ichigo versus Byakuya Kuchiki in the scenery that he fights Byakuya in, which is like a sunset environment in Soul Society. And then the juicy part is when it transitions into Ichigo in his half hollow form and going crazy. You can see like his special physical attack, not a projectile attack, a physical attack, where he like slashes Byakuya with like a black Getsuga, but it's like a really cool attack where he's like teleporting all around him. That's a really cool and unique attack, and I could definitely see more attacks like that being unique in the show for each character, in the game, sorry. Also, going back to Ichigo versus Renji, because that lasted about 3 seconds, you can see Ichigo's attacks, they're not all just simple slashes. Like there's one where Ichigo swings his sword from like the hem of the sword, or like the little string thing, whatever that's called, and then he spins it around and that does consecutive attacks, which I thought was really cool. And also the cinematics when he's in his half hollow form was really cool. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's from the story mode. Also, there's like transitions where there's text and freeze frames when he slashes Byakuya in his hollow form. I don't think that's part of the story mode. I think that's just, you know, like edited for this trailer little thing. What I found weird was they showed footage of like the Fullbringer arc as part of the promo, which is interesting because that's not going to be part of this game, at least not in the base game anyway. But yeah, that was probably just there as, you know, part of the anniversary celebration. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got for gameplay. And yeah, it was probably story mode gameplay, but it does give an indication of how the gameplay and combat in general looks, which obviously applies to PvP as well, which would be a huge factor in this game. But then there was the other small things that got announced. So Bleach Rebirth of Souls is going to be at Jump Victory Carnival in 2024, and that's going to be on July 21st. So we'll probably get some like revelations on that date. And they did put up like a promo poster, and that should be on screen now. Now about the gameplay HUD, it is pretty much what we expected with the health bar and stamina bar, and it shows like the combo like number of hit list. But they also added something called like a rebirth gauge or something like that. I haven't seen any terminology, but I'm just basing off what I see on the screen. There's like a rebirth bar. It kind of reminds me of like the V trigger bar in Street Fighter 5. I guess that's for like ultimates or transformation. I guess it's probably different from the stamina bar. But you guys let me know what you think about that, because it's obviously going to be different to the stamina bar at top, and will have some kind of different effects. Maybe for like, maybe it's either for ultimates or transformation or something completely different. Also, the stamina bar is also probably affected by like dashes and dodges and whatnot, like in Naruto Storm when like you teleport behind someone and stuff like that, and in Xenoverse when you like, you know, dash and teleport and whatnot, it takes up stamina, stuff like that. I doubt the rebirth bar will be connected to that. Now the last thing, which there isn't too much to talk about, but it just looks cool and it's a cool thing to point out. And I think this was released before this footage. It might have been, in fact, it might have been to do with this footage, like it was to promote this footage that I just showed. That was the V-Jump scan. So there was a translated version. I'm pretty sure this was posted by Shonen Games, and I will have it on screen now. It says Reverse Your Fate Fighting Action title, and you can see different images from the game that we've already seen. A lot of it is just screenshots from the footage that we just saw, but there was some interesting stuff that is stated in this V-Jump scan. For example, and keep in mind that the footage wasn't translated, but this is. So next to Hollow Ichigo, it says, command the flow of battle with powerful reversal tools. As you utilize strategies to face off against challenging foes, Bunkai and power-ups will be the key to victory. So I don't know what he's trying to say, like maybe there's different abilities or weapons or something that allows you to like do reversals or something. I don't know what it means by reversals. And then yeah, it says experience Bleach with these stunning new visuals. I mean yeah, the graphics look insane. I still don't get how it's going to be on PS4 though. And in small writing it says enjoy battles that share striking similarity to the visual fidelity seen in the latest anime. And there's no surprise there, because I don't know if it was confirmed like verbally, but everyone's pointed out it's obvious that they're trying to make the visuals look like the TYBW anime. Also, one image on this V-Jump scan, which I'm not sure was in the footage, but maybe it was for a second, is Rukia. But yeah, hopefully we see her in the Jump Carnival trailer, wherever it is, on July 21st, because I'm pretty sure there'll be another trailer on that date, if they follow a similar pattern to how they're promoting Spark and Zero with their trailers. And also one last thing, it says reverse the situation in this new next level action game. I don't know why they're talking about reverses a lot. I don't know if that's a translation thing, but maybe they're suggesting something about the gameplay. I don't know. But yeah, that pretty much covers everything new regarding Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I am working on a roster prediction, because it's kind of up in the air how big the roster is going to be and who's going to be in it, because we do know it's going to start from the beginning of the show to the end of the show. Oh sorry, to the end of the Aranka arc. So we'll see like if they only include key characters or if it's like a really wide roster like Xenoverse or something like that. But yeah, I am trying to reach 1000 subs by the end of this year, preferably by October. So if you could help me out, it means a lot to me, and you know, join me on my YouTube journey. And also, it should be on screen now, my previous Bleach vid where I did a really deep dive on my opinion on this upcoming Bleach game, and discuss like why people think it could be mid because it's an arena fighter, and why I think there's reason to believe it is going to be better than people think. Just because it's an arena fighter doesn't mean it's going to be mid. But yeah, check that out, and I've been your boy Kaizen, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
その20周年を記念した新作家庭用ゲームが登場。残月と共に戦う黒崎一護のアクションを体験せよ。天差残月。テレビアニメにゲームに盛り上がりを見せるブリーチを見逃すな。